Hello, hey guys. Hey Dividers, it's Pierre here. I'm at the airport, just waiting to board my flight, going to Paris, France. I'm going to be visiting my Uncle Bellum there. Turning 86 tomorrow, so I'm going to spend the day with him and stay out in France for a few weeks. So, what? Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you.
Anyway, so I'm going to be buying a lot of cheese, eating a lot of croissants, and spreading the Divided name. I don't know, I probably won't listen to their French, but anyway, alright, well, you guys good luck, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.
If they haven't done it already, we should do parody porn, but like on reality TV instead, like Storage Wars, Hoarders.
I don't know that those have been done.
Swamp People.
That might be our niche.
Swamp Dwarfs.
Susie here has 3 teeth.
Sewer Men. Bums.
Bums.
Did you guys switch mics?
I am on
we
what is
rotated.
normally Jay's mic.
Oh.
I am Pierre.
Why do I sound like Josh?
Oh, Josh sounds like you.
All right.
All right.
All right.
I figured we'd utilize the top end mics since Andy's not here.
Did you cut yourself?
No, Daddy's just trying to stretch.
Oh, dang.
Daddy needs to learn his space.
I know, right?
Cassie wants to paint a gnome for the bathroom.
All gold?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we do Mitchell or should we get a new gnome?
I think it should be a new bathroom gnome.
New gnome. Because that'd be 3 gnomes in the house.
Don't they have gnomes that look like they're peeing?
Ooh.
I bet they do.
Yeah. They look like they're taking a whiz in your bush or something.
You can do anything with gnomes nowadays.
You can do anything.
So we could put it right on the back of the toilet so it's taking a whiz in my bush.
Yeah.
It should be on the inside of the toilet, just sticking his little hat out.
How big are your pubes?
I've never trimmed.
Can we get that on a shirt? 6 inches.
You can tell.
That's without me combing it straight.
That's why it's flaccid.
Just 6-inch depth. You can see the tip of my penis coming out.
Not a good day.
Girls look like they have beards when they're giving me blowjobs.
hold my hair while you do it.
That is one hell of a mustache.
It's not a good blowjob if she has to stop and spit hair out.
Well, not for her.
Have you considered braiding it? 2 of these penises are made of hair.
Choose wisely.
Door number 1, 2, or 3.
I still have enough left over to cover my own penis hair.
You do like a decorative braid around the shaft.
You have sideburns all down the length of your penis.
You should start like putting like Murray's wax in it, like putting spikes and stuff.
Liberty spikes.
So
You look like an urchin.
you're actually still on your same mic. You're on Jay's mic, and Jay's on Andy's mic,
Yes.
and he's on your mic.
Yes.
Okay. We're good now.
All right.
All right.
Go! Yo!
Here we go.
You can't really start the show that way.
Yes, we can.
Welcome to Divided by Zero. How about that? Is that better?
It's somewhat better. The last three have been like.
We're sick of doing the show. This is season 4. We're jaded.
Why do you people listen to us?
We got feedback finally from a fan, and we just didn't care.
Yeah, finally people are starting
It was
to
all good
respond,
stuff,
and
too.
we're like, let's just stop
It was
trying.
like, I like when you do this, and now we don't care anymore.
And by you people, I mean white people.
Yeah. You didn't live up to our expectations.
We have nobody of color listening to us.
We have to. We have such a large Detroit demographic.
Baltimore's got some brothers too.
That's true.
Ray Lewis.
They're probably our sole listeners.
That's our guest, John.
Soul listeners.
Colleen will fight about it.
8 hours of Kid Rock. We got some free tickets to give away.
Didn't she move?
I don't care.
She's probably dead.
I know that she announced her resignation / retirement or whatever.
I don't know who Susie Cole is. Is she a radio personality locally?
She was sort of.
Maybe Clear Channel fired her. They fired a bunch of people today.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Clear Channel did a bunch of house cleaning, I guess. I don't know what stations, but I guess like all
Seems
the
like
Clear Channel
every
stations.
few years they end up doing that.
Yeah. Keep niggas in line.
Hell yeah.
We say Germans.
Take that, white people.
So our guest today is John of Bad on Fire fame.
I don't know if you could just narrow it down to just that.
Well, I don't know. What else do you want to be known for?
We got singer,
We got
songwriter,
Stu
producer, engineer, front of house,
Yes, tattoos.
live drummer.
Easy
Yeah.
on the eyes.
Superman-esque hair.
Hair touching
Jesus
booth, chest hair touching booth. John K.
Hello.
Pubes to his knees.
Guinness Book. Loving it.
When you came in, it felt like we were recording a musical number. Like we were getting ready for that instead of about to record a podcast. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot my bass.
Awesome. I did pit stuff in musicals. I never really liked musicals, though.
I did pitch stuff in musicals too.
Yeah.
And I always wrote my own songs when I was doing my own parts. And I remember like I was always play like really low like during the rehearsals, and then whenever the plays where I just go off.
You just do your own thing.
And I remember this one time I'm going off, and then I slowly look up and Miss Jason, band director, staring right at me. She's like, "What are you doing?" I just went back to like playing chords, like nothing. I thought that was it.
Xylophone solo in West Side Story.
No, it was Sound of Music. I'm like going off during Edelweiss.
You're on the xylophone? Yeah. Amazing.
I was using rubber mallets.
I was
It
gonna
wasn't that loud.
ask what kind of mallet. That's really funny.
Should have went with felt.
No, I only use those on the marimba.
What are those wrapped ones? It's like threads that are wrapped around it.
I don't know.
Yarn mallets.
Yeah.
Okay.
I use those for marimba only. Sometimes vibraphone, this sounds good, but rubber sounds better on vibe.
Did you ever do like the multiple per hand technique?
Yeah.
You good at that?
Yeah,
He was
pretty good at it.
really good at that.
Why'd you stop?
Because the xylophones are roughly $2,700, and it's like I really want one.
Everything good is $3,000.
That and we missed the xylophone movement already. So
Yeah.
Well, there's
Yeah.
xylophone
So
on
90s.
the Bad on Fire record. Actually.
Is it really?
Yeah, we my buddy Mike, he actually heads up the string quartet that came in and did live strings in the studio, and he is the music director at Frost Middle School in
Oh,
Livonia.
nice.
And so he let us borrow the school's xylophone and their glockenspiel and what have you. Yeah, so we were able to do some live percussion stuff.
So the strings on "I've Got a Problem" are legit.
Yeah,
Nice.
We used a mix of both live and MIDI strings.
Okay.
The string, we kind of found out the hard way that string players aren't really good at winging it. So no offense, they did a great job, but we only had like 3 hours worth of time to, and we had actually booked it out at a different studio other than my own, and we only had like 3 hours within which to record the strings, so we didn't get a whole hell of a lot done. But what we did get done, it's on there. It's so we've got a mix of live strings and MIDI strings.
It was awesome.
It was fun. Drunken strings, we call them.
Because the players were drunk, or
No,
you were
no.
recording them drunk.
There's one of the characters on the album is a drunkard, and so we kind of just I don't know. Yeah, we were drinking. All right, we had a good time in the studio. We were drinking and recording strings.
I'm not going to hold it against you. That's totally fine.
I don't know. The vibe's everything. The vibe was good.
I've seen the drunken vocals video.
That was fun.
Yes.
That was a lot of fun. Getting Carlos Blitz drunk on what the hell was it? Grecian bourbon. It was Grecian bourbon in Heineken.
That doesn't even make sense.
No, Heineken didn't make sense. And then to put Grecian bourbon in the Heineken.
That's an American
Made
South
even-
thing, isn't it?
Made even worse sense. I don't know. It's Grecian bourbon, man. It was cheap. Let's do it. No,
cheap.
no thanks. Anyway, yeah,
We're recording a CD.
yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Although when you are drinking cheap bourbon, there's only one goal in mind, so I guess you nailed it.
Get drunk, yeah. Well, this drunkard character is the narrator of track 4 on the album. I Know What's Going On is the name of the track, and Carlos said for this one part, I want to be drunk when we record it so that it comes out. And so we made it the last thing that he recorded, and just got him blitzed. It was a lot of fun. Actually.
How
fun
many
to hear.
takes did you have to do before you?
We used every single take. We only had to do 4 takes, and I used them all. You know, one in the left channel, one in the right, and 2 up the middle. You know, all blended together and just make it this big thing. And no auto tuning, none of that crap. You know, just.
Awesome.
I like keeping it real, so
Keep it real.
keeping
Of keeping it real, I watched a lady's child shit all over her earlier this week.
hey, that's a good time.
Good transition.
I work up in a electronics retail store, and we also do some equipment repair in there. And so I had an appointment with this lady, and she comes in. So I go over and I greet her and say, hey, what's going on? And she goes, you know what? I'm actually going to leave. He is, and at that point, like the little crack between your butt cheeks and whatever garment that's on you, like this soft serve ice cream just comes up out of that crack and like all down her arm.
Somebody should name that crack.
Whoa! So what? The kid had a diaper on?
So the kid was wearing a diaper.
Okay, so the diaper was just out. No pants over the diaper.
Correct.
Okay.
And the kid shits in the diaper, which then just kind of whoop right out the back. in between
Over
his
the
butt cheeks.
like.
How big of
Yeah.
an arc did it get?
Not huge of an arc, which is good because it mostly got all over her.
So it went up. Wait a minute. So
It was like boiled out.
It's a very common occurrence.
it went up the lower back portion of
Yeah.
the diaper and then over the top of the diaper.
Exactly.
That is the weirdest thing I've ever heard. Why wouldn't it come out the bottom?
Because it's tight around the legs.
Well, they got to loosen up the legs.
Well, maybe it did what it was supposed to do.
You
I
might
don't
be
know.
right.
Now that happens very often. I've had to clean that up so many times.
Kid's
It's all
got
that esco shitting.
Kid's got a shit back.
Yeah.
All right.
It's best when you're pulling them out of the car and you realize they shit while you were driving, and you're like, oh,
It's all in the car seat.
it's all in the car seat. Yeah. So that is a very common occurrence.
There's like a
Gross.
shit phantom where your kid was just sitting.
Just a stinky outline.
So wait, so okay, I'm still trying to understand the visual here. So it comes up the back. Did he have a shirt on?
He had a shirt on.
Okay, was the shirt over the diaper?
No.
The shirt was tucked into the diaper?
No, the shirt was like You know,
great
like
look.
baby shirts. I guess that's why on
He was
girls
wearing
they
a
call
baby
them, like,
midriff?
baby doll. Yeah, is that they like just almost meet the diaper, but they don't all the way come down to it.
All right.
Yeah,
So he was trying to show off his muscles.
basically.
You ain't seen that.
Okay.
until you
All
see a
right.
baby
Now I
face.
understand.
Showing off his belly button piercing.
I was just trying to understand how you could see poop rolling up someone's back if they didn't have their shirt off. But
Also-
Defying gravity.
Also, clothes never really fit kids right, so they're always just like bunched up and hanging off of them.
that's yeah.
Yeah,
I have no kids.
kids have those fat bellies.
I'm the only one with the experience. Yeah, they do.
Why is that?
Because they're slobs.
So they can practice how they look before they start drinking beer.
That's where their babies are.
Because they're malnourished.
I saw it on like Yahoo Answers or something. I assume all of this shit is fake, but someone posted a question. It was like, if I have sex with my wife when she's pregnant, can my baby get pregnant too?
I saw,
So someone
Which is absolutely
responded,
true.
but the response was just beautifully worded. It was like, you're safe if you do it in this time, but if you wait until like the third trimester, then you risk the baby having twins. And because of like, I don't know, the timing, the baby might give birth before your wife gives birth. And that's really complicated. So if you're going to do it, make sure you do it at this time. And the guy's like, oh, okay, thanks.
No, I mean, really, you want to wait for like a good 15 years and then have sex with the baby.
and then fuck your kid?
Yeah.
Is that what you're getting at? Okay.
Well, I mean, if you want for efficiency.
Yeah, get to him before the hair does.
How else do those 16 and pregnant shows get made?
Good point. Good point. I haven't started breeding at my daughter yet, but I'm happy that she likes a lot of good music. And this is a reasoning I came up with a couple of days ago, that kids get mad and they like storm off to the room, slam the door, and turn on their stereo real loud and shit. So now
I do that.
yeah, regular way to vent.
Like I said, kids.
But she likes a lot of music that I like, so chances are she'll go into a room and blare something I enjoy, and then I won't like have to be upset about her storming off.
You turn that goddamn music up!
Thank you for entertaining me.
Take the power back.
No, she's going to go in there and start playing songs you don't like on purpose.
Talking about Rage Against the Machine, Take the Power Back.
Yes.
It's funny actually. That song is used by audiophiles to test the quality of speakers.
Oh, really?
Awesome.
Yeah. They just released the 20th anniversary of the self-titled Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, I heard that they're trying to be in their studio, but it's not working out.
Yeah. They're probably all just sitting there eyeballing each other awkwardly.
Who produced that?
Oh, produced? I don't know, but I know it was mixed by Andy Wallace.
There we go.
And mastered by Bob Ludwig, I believe.
A wealth of knowledge, John Kay.
Hey, man.
Fucking dork.
Look, if you look at some of the best albums ever made, and not just best albums ever made, I guess, but if you look at the top selling albums of all time or whatever, and some of the impactful albums, a lot of them have the same people making them. And so it kind of bears, I don't know, seems necessary to study those people and be like, okay, they're responsible for making a bunch of the hits. What are they doing?
I want to be just like that guy
I want to
who.
be exactly like Chris Lord-Alge.
I want to be like that guy who owned all the boy bands and made all that money.
Lou Pearlman.
Yeah.
Do you have the Chris Lord-Alge suite of Waves plugins?
No, I don't. I do not use those. That's correct.
You were nodding that entire time.
I was?
have no idea what you mean.
I don't know what that means. I don't
You're
know
sending very mixed signals.
It's the Parkinson's stack.
What do you say percentage
Hold,
wise?
wait. I got to jump on that real quick. Speaking of Parkinson's, has anyone seen that really creepy ad in the Gap stores of Michael J. Fox, like caressing like some girl, but he's got like this really weird
In
Parkinson's
Gap
look.
stores? They
Yeah.
they play it in the store?
It's a photo ad.
Oh, okay.
So it's like in the window of the Gap, like this 11-foot picture of Michael J. Fox.
Is
like,
he blurry?
strangely holding like this girl's head and like touching her face, but he is looking straight at the camera with like this
Awesome.
weird like Parkinson's grin. He's all like,
Because he's about to add an E to the end of the store
Parkinson's rape
name.
is probably the worst.
it's a really weird ad.
Awesome.
I'm gonna put that in the show notes.
Can't wait to see it. I can't tell you the last time I've seen a Gap ad.
The last one I remember seeing before the Michael J. Fox Gap ad was this one that was on the side of a bus in LA, which really tickled me because it's this average looking girl with a huge gap between her teeth. And then
It's
it
like
says,
a, that's like a
That's
thing.
Kate Moss, dude.
is it?
I think so.
There's more than one model who have that. It's like their thing.
But then it says Gap, and I'm like,
What was the girl that played Rogue in the X-Men movies?
Michael Strahan.
Paquin?
Yeah, that's the one.
She's on the True Blood now.
Yeah.
Getting raped by vampires or whatever. What's going on?
It's werewolves, all right?
I'm a fairy. As soon as I saw that commercial, I vowed to never watch that show ever again.
So I've been hearing a lot about this Nancy Grace character lately.
isn't she a newscaster?
She's a evil trunk of a woman.
Caster of something. I think she casts spells on the
Well, I witnessed her show for the first time last night. I was at the bar, and it was
I
in
feel like we were witness to a crime.
in the background. All I see is this like Apple iPhone keep coming up with these ridiculous text messages on there, like I like a lot of different variety of toys, usually anywhere from 6 to 10 inches. My favorite is the silver bullet, and I like it because it has different vibrating.
What does this have to do with Nancy Grace? What?
Is on her show.
She was talking about
Oh, this
the
is a
economy.
graphic on the screen.
Yeah, a
Okay.
graphic on the screen, and then the screen goes away, and it just says a side of a school that says "Go Wildcats." I'm like, what the hell is happening on this show? And then she's like, it's like if you want to learn more. Hashtag on Twitter, hot for teacher. I'm like, what is happening?
So the teacher was
Is there a sex scandal or something? going
Yeah, I'm
on with some
assuming
teacher?
from what I gathered.
saying what kind of penis and sex toys she
Yeah,
liked
and
to her
then
children.
there's just all these text messages that they recovered, and
Is it that girl that was getting gangbanged by the football team?
Awesome.
Was it the football team? I think it was just like, I don't think it was football team.
All I know is that she had like 4 students at one time, like getting her.
This is a teacher?
Yeah.
did she have preferences on modes of vibration?
Yeah.
Then that was her.
That must have been.
Small clusters.
teacher.
She enjoyed the Morse code patterns.
She just want them to punt that football right in between her legs.
The uprights.
I've seen a video of that.
Oh my.
No punting, but a girl sitting on a football. It was really
I call that cunting.
How far did she get?
at least halfway.
That's like the worst amount.
Did she catapult it out of her cunt?
It was not
Look
her
at that
cunt.
spiral.
It was not her vagina.
How is the catcher gonna? Oh, how is the catcher gonna hold it if it's like all slick and slippery?
They put that
Yeah, they got
adhesive on
gator
their
grip.
hands.
Gator grip.
They got gloves for that.
Have to wear condoms on all their fingers.
Yeah, you're a football fan. How do you hold a shitty football?
I can't hold a good football. I don't know.
Talking about business, I got my business cards finally.
Oh, nice.
Oh, hey.
Check that out.
Pass one of those over.
Oh, mine are way
Absolutely.
cooler.
On the back, got the
QR
Oh no
code.
shit, that's awesome.
Oh, I didn't do that part.
Yeah, because I'm
You only
cool.
have, wait, you only have the one?
No, I have a whole box of them, but
You only have the one to share. Let me see another.
oh no, I have one.
I only have one business card. I'm waiting to give it out to the right person.
Yeah,
The one right person.
nice and slick. Yeah,
All right, mine's way better than yours. John, you decide.
Passing them
What's
over.
the O in your email address?
What?
Ngauss.o.
I
That's
even
zero.
have a picture on the back
Oh, okay.
of all of us. See, mine's way nicer.
Yeah, yours is definitely more graphic than mine
Yeah,
is.
yours is shitty.
Mine's more businessy.
Mine's upstairs, so I can't show you.
Can I make up my own position on my own card, like horse whisperer?
Sure. I'm not going to stop you.
Tyler Marin.
What? That's my name.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what was it? What was I thinking?
We forgot to tell you, we all use fake names. Just for fun, not because we're hiding.
This one is Nick Gauss. I'm Alabama Megatron, Tyler Marin, and Masters.
I thought it was Taylor Marin or something now.
Taylor Moron.
I thought yours was Piston Cotton.
Yeah, I change it every other week.
So
Video.
Nick and I were talking earlier about the newest social media craze.
The what craze?
The newest social media craze.
Oh, yes, the MySpace. Both you and I are on the beta that's going on right now.
Yes, we are.
And I enjoy the interface. I like the way the stream looks and all that. But you had some gripes because you're a little more active on it than I am.
It is indeed a slick looking website, and the design aspect of it is great. They have some big names behind it. Justin Timberlake is like on the board of directors.
He's dreamy as hell. So
There you go.
I'd lick those lips.
But my complaint with it is on day one of the beta launch, I was able to find spam on the website. They've already got those graphics. That's essentially like if you blah, 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 whatever,
or the some e-cards.
the some e-cards. And I'm like, so my complaint is, what is the incentive to sign up for a whole new social network if you can't give me either a new experience or a better experience? Mm-hmm. Which, as of yet, they've shown that they're unable to.
I think the closest model for this is Google Plus. And we all know how that's going.
I'm still on the Google Plus.
I still have it too, but
I won't join a new network unless they can switch all my friends over. If I have to hit 400 times new add friend.
you can sign in with
die.
Facebook to MySpace.
There are some
That's
days
true.
I wish I was just some regular jagoff that didn't have like big goals and dreams and stuff and wanted to pursue something with their life and just worked at some shitty 9-to-5 job just so I could not be on Facebook and just enjoy my
That's
private
an
life.
easily achievable goal.
I mean, that's almost where I'm at right now. Is none of these are going to be what I want them to be, because obviously the user base is going to determine the experience. So the only option I'm left with is just to say fuck it and cancel them all.
Yeah. Get off the grid, right?
I would say that Twitter is probably the closest to being what I would like a social media site to
Agreed.
be like. It's not perfect, but it's close-ish.
It's all right.
It limits what you can say.
Since
thank
they've
God.
added more functionality, like being able to post photos, it's gotten better. It still feels very limited to me.
Well, yeah.
And the whole, I hate the black tags. I hate them.
Or black
What is a
tags.
black
What that
tag?
means.
Where someone does like pound and whatever their topic is, all
Hashtags?
as one
No,
word.
hashtag.
Yeah, you're the only person who calls it black tag.
Well, the only white person.
I hate Mexican
I never
tags.
heard it called that.
Do they have a
haven't either.
black Twitter? Like black
Twitter pretty much is black.
Oh,
If you ever
Yeah,
click
it's
on
Twitter.
any of the popular tags, it's all black people. Every single post. Serious.
Okay.
You're probably defaulted to like local trending topics, but if you put it on world trending topics, it's always like, my boo ain't do that, and
ain't do that. That's so awesome. It's so awesome.
I want to know why you're spending any time on that portion.
said.
on trending topics.
one. That's
I can see you going to a lot of effort just to get to that search and then just being furious for the next hour and a half over it. No! Just reading all of them and then just being in a fury for
Yeah.
another hour.
most of your gripes about things are things like, why are you even doing that?
I mean, it shows up on your homepage. You can't avoid it.
I see
So
that it's
funny.
there. I I don't click on it.
I only look on Twitter on my phone, so it doesn't show up on my homepage.
Yeah, you have to go to an entirely separate thing to see the trending topics.
Okay, I'll recategorize that. It's either My Boo Ain't Do That or Justin Timberlake should have won a Grammy.
Or
That's my jam.
Or not Justin Timberlake, that other one. Bieber. Justin Bieber.
I thought most of them were like, remember this?
They're all Bieber, man. It's Bieber and Ghetto.
or Coney 2020.
They got Bieber fever. I'm telling you, leave it to Bieber.
Leave it to Bieber.
Okay, so the Jokers thing. I was driving home from Jim's, and I was like on Newburgh, and I was coming down, and all these bikers like pulled off of Cherry Hill around me, and there was like 40 of them, and they were circling me. I think they were trying to make me scared.
Like a wagon.
Yeah, and they followed me for 2 miles, and then finally the one that drove by me with a Santa hat on, so I felt fine after that.
But what is Joker?
It's the Joker.
It's the Joker's motorcycle.
Oh.
They hang out at the Token Lounge and at Ramshorn.
That's what they do.
They're hard
You never like people who go to high school?
I've never seen them at either place. I guess I just go there.
I
on the
did see
wrong
them
days.
once. I went up to the Token.
Right night.
Okay.
It was this girl named Emily. You know Emily. Her birthday, and so we were trying to find a place to go just to hang out. And because it was a Saturday night, like every bar was just packed as shit and playing ridiculously loud, like top 40 hip hop. So we're like, let's just find somewhere to go. So we ended up rolling up into the Token. And for the first time I've ever been there, there was 2 people at the main entrance with metal detectors, like waving, wanding everyone who came in.
That's
And I was
never
like-
happened.
I was like, yep, nope, not coming in here tonight.
Jesus Christ.
Because I am not giving up this rifle.
I don't carry a rifle.
He just has like an ammunition bandolier over his chest.
That's right.
He's Chewbacca.
I think I want a new theme song for my sleep bits. Things that I write while I'm sleeping.
Okay.
Okay, so if you can, I don't know, just something dreamy.
Oh, I got to do this.
Do you want me to write it? I can write it.
You're going to write it?
I can write it if you want.
I think we should find that xylophone and have you play.
No, I need a vibraphone if I'm doing dream.
Ooh.
Okay, so I was in a battle, and I was an archer, and I was on the field, and I shot this guy with like 20 arrows, and I looked over to my friend that was also fighting with me, and I was like, man, that guy's aerodynamic. And in my dream, I thought, you should write that down. That's funny. So I did when I woke up periodically. Then I wake up, I wrote it down on my phone, and went back to sleep, and then woke up and like, you're the worst person.
It's a pun.
Dream Tyler on the show.
Look at that guy. He's aerodynamic.
And then my other thing was that I had another dream. I don't remember most of it, but I fell asleep during the dream. In my dream, I fell asleep.
Oh, you
Inception!
You incepted yourself.
No, it was just me dreaming. Like my dream was watching me dream. Like I'm just watching my sleeping body on a bed.
That's the plot of the second movie.
And that was most of my dream. And I was like, now I'm the most boring person. I dream about me sleeping.
I pretend I'm in action movies in the early 90s.
Yeah.
I dreamed a dream I was asleep.
That could be like an art film, like just a 15-minute long thing of you standing above your sleeping body.
Yeah,
With,
that
like,
would have worked
really
in the
sad
early
music.
90s, but not
Yeah.
anymore.
So, I think we've discovered like you time travel when you sleep.
Yeah. I dreamed the other night that I was Spider-Man. That's pretty sweet.
Well, he
With
existed
taint
back
all
then.
over him.
Painted Spider-Man.
Painty man.
But I kept on like going into residential areas, and I had to like keep on trying to leave by web zipping.
Just by walking really fast.
Yeah. It was really hard because you had to slow down.
Yeah.
There was children playing. I have one more. My daughter is doing religion the right way.
Oh.
We're not raising her religious at all.
Okay.
But she is in second grade. She is still of the age in which she believes in Santa Claus.
Good.
Okay.
So when you're listening to this, he's not real.
That's how you're breaking it to her.
Yeah, in 2 weeks when this comes out.
Oh, I'm.
You and your wife are just gonna leave the house and have this episode.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it out. Listen to
Okay,
Daddy.
cunt.
Also, listen to last week's episode when your dad talks about eating you out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the look on John's face right now.
It looks as though we just struck him.
I didn't get to make the impregnating joke earlier. So there's one girl in her class who does not believe in Santa Claus because she saw all the presents like in her mom's car.
Smart girl.
Bitch.
So she's figured it out. But I guess all the kids in her class are making fun of her because she doesn't believe in Santa Claus.
I had that same experience, but I was in first grade.
So my daughter is the only one who will be her friend now. And she told her, I don't care if you believe in Santa Claus or not, we can still be friends. It's like, that's how religion should be done. You don't believe what I believe, but that's fine.
That's cool. We could still hang out
not gonna
and eat
ride your-
stuff in front of each other.
I'm not going to ride your jack about it.
Like I said
Yeah.
in the show, my mom made fun of me for believing in Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Mainly, she made fun of me for believing in the Easter Bunny. But it was at the same time she was telling me.
The Easter Bunny is more ludicrous.
We had, like, in my family, all the siblings were spread about 2 years apart from one another. So by the time my sister got to the age to be let in on the secret, they figured, like, no way is she going to keep this to herself. If we break it to one, we pretty much just have to tell them all. So I was in first grade, and my brother was, like, not even in kindergarten yet. And they're just like, hey, may as well just tell you guys, there is no Santa. And we're just like, oh, okay. Like, that's cool.
Well, yeah, because when you're that young,
Yeah.
like, you just accept what your parents tell you.
Yeah. So I remember that year I had gone to first grade, and the janitor came in and, like, did his rounds through all the classes as Santa.
That's creepy.
And I recognized him. I'm like, that's not Santa, it's the janitor. And everyone's like, no, Santa's real.
That's Billy Wilkins. I recognize him anywhere.
All the kids were taking turns, like, going up and, like, hugging Santa and whatnot. And I was like,
Don't hug him,
okay,
he's a janitor.
I'm gonna get this.
That's the one that touches all the kids.
I'm on this. So I got in line and just waited and went up, and, like, when it was my turn to sit on Santa's lap, I just came up and just pulled the hat and the beard right off him. I was like, see, I told you.
Oh my god.
I figured out this ruse, you pieces of shit.
See, when I found out, it was a tragic story. I found out when my mom and dad were getting a divorce, and I overheard them arguing about if who of the two parents gets to address all their presents from Santa.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
they're arguing about which one is allowed to do that and which one is the other that isn't allowed to do that.
Well, how about you let me say the most expensive one is from me, and then you can have more of the less expensive ones from you.
The easy solution
I'm like,
is
oh no, my parents are getting divorced and Santa isn't real.
the easy solution is you both do, and Santa knows you live both places.
No, my parents were both very petty people.
Gotcha. I think that's part of the problem is, like, there's no consistency across the Santa story. Like, in my family, Santa brought a gift. And
Yeah,
then
Coca-Cola.
everything else was from my mom and dad. But in other people's family, like, Santa brings everything, and then you
Yeah.
get something from mom and dad.
Yeah, at the end.
40 presents from Santa?
It was always the best gift was last, and that was from my parents.
Don't you forget it.
We love you more than this mystical man in the sky.
But it was
Santa
never.
doesn't even love you.
Santa never fucking brought me that fucking ninja outfit I wanted. All right, this story I had to write down word for word because when it happened, so many subtle things happened that I had to, like, remember everything. So I was looking for a house, and my phone froze. Like, I was going to this job, and I was in the middle of the street, so I had to stop because I was on the street, but I needed to, like, find the direct address to go to. So I was like, stopped in front of this guy's house, and so I started pulling up my phone in front of the house, and this guy came out of the house and, like, stopped on his porch and, like, was staring at me. And he started walking towards my truck, and I was just like,
And he just started winking aggressively at you.
and I was just like, I was put my hand up, and I was like, no, like made like the stop motion. Like, no, I don't know what you're coming towards me, but I'm not here for whatever you need.
There's no reason to mug me right now.
Shoo him off.
So then he reached into his wallet and he pulled out like this wad of money, and I was like, no,
I'm listening.
no, no, it's not me. And then I like raised
You
up,
have all of the cocaine, right?
I raised up my phone a little bit and then put it down. And then he started unfolding the money and like shaking it and started walking. I'm like, no. And I took out I grabbed my drywall saw, which is like, looks
What
like
are
a
you
knife
doing?
blade. And I put it up to my neck and went like, ah. And he was like, what? And he was like, started walking backwards. And then I was like, I put my phone up. It works now. And like slammed on the gas and drove down the street.
Holding your phone up could mean any number of things.
I think that was everything.
Phones,
Oh, that's
phones do a
good.
lot.
That is good.
It could be. I'm just looking for the local school.
I think my drug dealer just threatened my life.
My drug dealer just threatened to kill himself in front of my
Clean or you're dead.
He was asking for it.
What if he turns over a new leaf now? You might have just saved his life.
That's true. That's a what's that name of that
Mother
that really
Teresa.
sad Christmas movie?
It's
Where the guy's
Wonderful
gonna,
Life.
yeah, It's a Wonderful Life. That was his Wonderful Life.
That's the one where
experience.
he's trying to kick his cocaine habit, right?
Yep, that's the one. All right, so we are gonna go get some beers. This next track, is it called "I've Got a Problem" or "I Have a Problem"?
I have a problem.
All right, so this
Do
is
you still have the problem?
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
this is John and his motley crew of boys. Bad on Fire. I Have a Problem. We'll see you after the song.
Motley Crue.
This podcast is part of the Bobo Broadcasting Network. For this and other great shows, head to bobobroadcasting.com.
Oh man, that was a good song.
I came.
My nipples are hard.
That's right.
Very aroused.
Oh, we were done doing bullet points?
Yeah.
All right.
I figure at the end we'll talk about the band a little bit. You know, so.
Just a little.
Well,
Just a tip.
during that break, we decided.
Yeah,
No,
it's just
it's-
everything you say sounds really gay.
No, it's
They
Listen,
normally get presents by doing double anal.
you get presents.
Yes. Gifts.
AVNs.
yeah, ass babies.
I am hoping, speaking of the AVNs, Riley Reid is up for newest starlet AVN Award, and I am pushing.
She's good at it.
She's real good.
Because she's legal now and she's had about 3 years of practice.
Was she fake legal before?
No, she was just fucking dudes at high
Was
school.
that Tracy Lords?
I have
who
no idea.
had
She
the
made a
entire
bunch of movies
career
before she was 18,
Yeah, she was genius. She put out her pretty much
She
her
was
entire
genius.
porn catalog before she was legal. And then when she turned 18, had all this money from doing the work, said, "Oh, P.S. You can't actually release any of that because I'm not old enough." So none of that footage was able to be published.
Yep.
Oh, so she's a bitch.
Yeah,
She figured it out.
Oh, she really left her legacy.
One hell of a legacy.
That is what a prude slut is.
Shows up years later in Blade, like it's something to do.
You mean you say in Blade, like the movie was?
Yeah, she was in Blade. She was in the
Oh.
opening scene of Blade. She was the hot vamp in the car, driving the unsuspecting cracker to the to the blood rave.
Aren't they always unsuspecting?
At least you're offending both sides today. I guess the biggest thing for all of us is we're leaving behind a trail of things that we've made,
Yeah, and that's very.
like bloody panties.
like bloody panties, dead babies.
I find history being very depressing when it comes to like trying to leave your legacy.
History's depressing.
Yeah,
Why?
because
It's super finite.
out of like as the farther back you go, the less people that are relevant.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't know about.
Do you think
I
it was
don't
the
know.
same percentage as it is now, maybe?
It's possible, but I don't know. It might be just because of technology. It might become like from '90s on more available, so it might become more prevalent.
Relevant.
Relevant.
Prevalent relevance.
But yeah, like who do you know from 1837?
You don't know anybody. You don't know them. But like, I don't know. A few months ago, I read biography of Benjamin Franklin.
That's a good book.
Big 500-page thing, and it's like,
Quite a tome.
yeah, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He left a legacy. You know, it's the country we live in.
Yeah,
You know,
one of 30 men out of the millions and millions and millions. That's
We,
the part that
we
I,
get it. Most people are inconsequential.
That's the part that I find depressing.
and that's what makes us want to leave a legacy. We want to do something that matters, so that we don't get forgotten. So that, you know, shit. I want people to be reading my biography in 300 years. You know,
Yeah,
it's not going to say much, but I'd love for them to read it. You know,
I'd poop to that.
I'd poop on your book.
Is it possible that our retention of information will cause everyone's legacy to be lost in like just the muddle that is everybody's legacy that's being preserved?
Not if it's marketed right way.
That's the thing. Is you just gotta keep being more creative.
No, that's a really good question though, because it kind of leads to
Because when that's the norm, that's not special.
Yeah, like nowadays, if you think about right now, it's like you remember the guys that did auto-tune the news first.
well
And how does that like
the
stack
Gregory
up
brothers.
to like Van Gogh? It's like
But it's about impacting the culture in a positive way. That makes you stand the test of time.
But
It's
even-
impacting the culture positively. Auto-tune the news doesn't impact the culture positively. It makes us laugh, but so do Judd Apatow films. You know, like
But
to
a
make
lot
me
of
laugh.
the creativity now is compilating ideas instead of like creating new ideas. Like
Connecting ideas.
Yeah.
Taking different. Yeah. Exactly. The reason auto-tune the news was funny is because nobody thought to do that, and somebody finally thought to do that, and it's like, oh, we've never seen this before. It's innovative, you know. So it's like, where is the innovation coming from? So
But,
that
yeah, like, I mean-
Carlos and I, my brother and I, were just having this conversation the other day, talking about, you know, have we done everything we can do with music? And I was like, well, I don't know. What do you think? And he's telling me about, man, I want to create music, or I think that the next step is something that you'll be able to see music somehow. Like when you're listening to music, it causes a chemical reaction in your body that makes you like see different colors.
That is
stuff
a
like that.
disorder called synesthesia.
It is.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Okay.
I have the smallest touch of it.
Do you?
Okay.
Very, very small. Yeah.
The bass player for Tool,
Justin Chancellor.
Justin Chancellor has
plays
it.
wall basses from Europe.
He plays a lot of basses.
Several.
He plays Barry.
Anyway, sorry.
He plays Barry White.
And I think John Mayer also has, to a degree, not as pronounced as Chancellor.
Yeah, synesthesia. John Mayer. I can't.
I feel like
smoky voice. Anyway, sorry.
I've always wanted to create instruments, and I think that might be a road that we go down pretty soon.
You went down. There was like a couple months there where you came up with like 3 instruments.
Yeah.
I remember like it's some orb in a magnetic field. That you were
Yeah, I
talking
wanted to
about.
have this orb. It was actually 2 orbs and 2 different magnetic.
Yeah, I can get behind playing that.
And then
Just fucking tweak the knobs on.
there would be
Poland?
buttons on each orb to control the chord factors, and then you could change the pitch through the box into 2 different boxes. And
So you're
So it's like a
you're
theremin.
manhandling
Yeah,
a
yeah.
couple of orbs and jamming something in a box.
Yeah, you gotta stick your dick.
The bass.
I was doing it. There's no way. How I presume it was done.
Right.
Chris, you got cut off a while ago.
what I was getting at is it'll reach a point where there are so many quote unquote notable people to read up on that you'll really have to be someone to really pay attention to you.
Like, he's gonna go down in history.
Yes.
Like, everyone's gonna remember him for like 100 years. But like,
because he made time
Who
travel
else?
for the stupid.
Yeah, but then in 100 years, then what?
So we need
another scientist, of course.
So
we gotta get a new scientist.
so
We
you're
ran out.
so you're saying we need a gimmick.
No, not really. I'm just thinking about who nowadays is going to be remembered like that.
Well, gimmick
Who
will
else?
get your head.
I don't know. Steve
I'll
Jobs.
give you
Right, Bush.
far away.
Yeah, I guess he has a pretty good negative reputation.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
That's called infamy.
God machine
Like-
head.
I don't think like Steve Jobs would count.
Really?
A lot of people look up to him, but I don't think he's like somebody's who'll stand the test of time.
Well, I mean, we remember, people remember Tesla, but yeah.
I think he's coming around.
It's mostly hipsters and contrarians.
And the
who like
oatmeal.
Tesla.
Oatmeal. No, that passed.
And people that like the
They were able to buy that property.
Really?
Yes.
That's out.
Are you talking about
elaborate?
the oatmeal? The guy
Yes.
from the oatmeal?
Yeah.
That's outstanding. That's wonderful.
I come from him.
You come. Oh, that's right, Frank. Yeah. What's your last name?
Everybody-
Mayfield. What is it?
Tyler Mayfield.
Macon. Anyway, Marin.
Everybody
Marin.
knows Benjamin Marin.
So
Tyler Mayfield.
no. So
Yeah, we had the 14th stove ever made.
no. But the thing is everybody's like, oh, he was a ladies' guy, and da-da-da. But the thing is the reason he hung out with the women is because he knew that women influenced men, and he had to influence diplomats and politicians. So it's like if I befriend their wives and their wives go home and tell stories about how great I am before I meet them, then they'll have this preconceived notion.
Genius.
Yeah.
Sticking his dick in history.
Yeah, absolutely.
He
Absolutely.
was also a very shrewd businessman.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just a practical dude.
Was never president on a bill.
No, never president, but he's on a bill. Neither is Alexander Hamilton, and he's on our 10.
Yeah. Or Obama.
That's right, and he's on our nothing.
Not yet.
He's on our 53.
He's on our future movie money in 3 different movies.
Yeah, that's what I was referencing. I don't
Speaking of
remember
money.
what movie it was that I saw, but they were showing American Money, and there was Obama on it.
Oh,
One of them
Jesus
was
Christ.
definitely Looper. I think we saw it in Cloud Atlas, maybe. I can't remember the other one though.
Looper's the one that I just saw that had Obama money.
Speaking of money, you were saying?
Oh, they're getting rid of dollar bills.
What?
Just going to dollar coins.
Singles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I get that.
I heard a rumor
Yes,
also that
keep it in a
penny
little satchel.
pennies were on their way out, and also nickels.
How do you get rid of pennies?
Stop making them?
No, but
No, how do you get? I mean, like how?
is there enough in circulation that they don't need to print pennies?
Yeah, I've thrown so many out from Halloween, like over the years.
I think it'll be more of a rounding game at the cash register.
that's horrible.
Well, they better round in my favor.
Yeah, every time, every single time.
Yeah, I don't know how it's going to work, but
Nobody
Every
knows how it's going to work.
100th of a time.
Canada's already doing it. I believe I heard a thing that they're not producing pennies anymore.
Well, I know a lot of gas stations that'll be happy about that.
Pennies are like fire ants. They're already all over the place. What are you gonna do?
Move out of Arizona.
I'm going to spray as many of them with WD-40 and light them on fire as I can.
Damn you, pennies!
I just read a really good book about leaving legacies. Actually,
And
it was great.
what was it titled?
It was the greatest legacy I've ever
And
seen.
it was awesome. It's called Mastery. It's by a guy named Robert Greene. He has a degree in classical literature. Basically, he writes a bunch of books on the psychology of human behaviors and how learning from historical events or different social situations in history, you can apply it to daily life in order to be able to navigate better socially and through life and whatever. So
you
but
recommend it.
what's that?
So you recommend it?
Oh, absolutely. I recommend that book to anybody. Carlos just read part of it. I'm trying to get my dad to read it.
I just left a legacy in this basement by ruining it for anybody else that wants to buy it.
Absolutely. Dude.
No, it's basically about how this guy studied a bunch of people throughout history. He studied a bunch of people throughout history, and he noticed a pattern with every single person that became a master in their field, like Leonardo da Vinci, or like you guys familiar with Temple Grandin, the autistic woman who did the.
Very old-timey radio.
That's what we are, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay, old timey radio.
So, John,
Mondays
tell us
at
a little bit
midnight.
about yourself.
Hold me closer. Hold any closer, I'll be in back of you. Anyway,
Rubber balls and liquor.
so yeah, she liked cattle. She did something with cattle, and she's autistic.
She was in the
Street tires
And
fucking
she's way autistic. Way autistic.
I almost did a spit take.
I would have.
Oh, what a direction!
Awesome.
on this in order to do that and not enjoy it.
I think you'd want to do it, but I think a lot of times it's what do I have to give up in order to really go and do this and really actually do it?
I would have to give up my marriage and my daughter.
Yeah, you willing to do that?
No, I haven't yet.
Well, give up. Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
I'd like to do a live
It's a-
one, like
I
just
would-
in the area.
I would love to too, but it's just so weird that that's a thing that could happen.
Dude, I just went with Carlos and my dad to see live Mystery Science Theater 3000.
They're coming back in
we watched-
February too, I think.
Yeah, at Royal Oak Music Theater.
Yeah.
Let's go see that.
The cinematic Titanic.
That is like stretched to so many different areas too. Like I want Doug Benson does his Benson interruption that I'd love
All
to
of
see
them are
too.
live, yeah.
Yeah.
Right on.
No, I saw Dignation live when I was out in California.
Ooh.
It was pretty cool.
Neat. I haven't listened.
It's
It
just,
doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they canceled that about a year ago.
Fuck that show.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
it's just strange that like you can come from like just having a conversation with your friends to like having 200 people watching you have a conversation with your friend.
That is what that is, yeah. How do you guys think that people perceive that a legacy is being left now.
I don't think you can.
Like, well, my example here is I was doing. What was I doing? I picked up my daughter from school, and I was talking to her because I had to come home, and I've been working on the season 3 haiku collection book. Mm-hmm. And so I was telling her, oh, we go home, I'm going to do this, and blah, blah. And she was like, Dad, are you famous?
Yes.
And I was like, why would you say that?
That's a good question to be asked.
Yeah. And I was like, no. She was like, well, you do a podcast and you have you do the comic. I was like, that doesn't mean I'm famous.
What is famous now?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that she thinks that I'm more important than I am.
Mm-hmm. Oh, from the mouths of babes.
Yes.
That's because you gotta fake it till you make it.
Yeah, I'm the best. Tell all your classmates.
Yeah, get them to listen.
Make them all listen. Tell their parents.
Yeah, you'd be in a PTA meeting real quick.
My daughter learned the word cunt from your mouth. So some of the students are coming in with a T-shirt that has one of your friends' faces on it.
It says pretty hot and gay. What does that even mean?
The only T-shirt of ours that exists in real life in the world has Chris Masters' face on it.
Yeah.
Because Pierre bought it, and that's the only one that got bought when we had them up for sale.
That's the old. I thought Natalie had one too.
Oh, yeah, she does too. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there are 2 with your face, and that's it.
That's right.
Well, they're gonna be selling hotcakes when we get the one that have all the dog teeth on the front.
Yes.
Nothing else.
I cannot wait to do that
They've
shirt.
got to be pierced.
Yep.
Yes.
No, just one of them. Like the second one down on the right side.
Yeah.
I one for pregnant ladies with the cow udders.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about
I
that
remember
one.
that one.
She had like Victoria's Secret bras on each one.
Yeah, when did maternity shirts become like trendy for chicks to wear out to the bar? They're all hiding their muffin tops.
Yeah, I saw one.
That was a couple of years ago.
That's not still happening?
It does. No, I'm saying it became trendy a few years ago.
I saw one on Halloween that had a skeleton in there. I'm like, oh, is that stillborn joke?
Oh!
That's awesome.
I hope you said that to her face.
I didn't.
I saw that as a like Halloween makeup this year online. There was
As
had
painting your belly?
belly painted all black except for a white skeleton baby inside of
So
it. Yeah.
Why don't you just paint
creepy.
it like a Death Star and be cool?
Because people aren't that cool.
You make a bunch of trenches joke and turbo lasers.
Turbo lasers. I actually just watched A New Hope over the weekend, and I was
Was that your first time seeing it?
No. I haven't seen it in a while, and it
okay.
was just funny to like see how outdated it is, but still super enjoyable.
Back to what you had just asked, though, about how can you tell if you're leaving a legacy now? I mean, sure, you can get asked questions from the innocent or whatnot, but I really don't think, because even people who you would think are famous now, there's some that aren't going to leave a legacy, and then others, like, who knows? In 10 years, nobody might even ever mention the word Steve Jobs again.
It's possible.
You know what I'm saying?
So do you think maybe it has to do with the forum? Like our best known people, I think, are like political figures, and then I don't know. Is there anybody else better known than political figures?
Well, you got Stephen Hawking, obviously.
Celebrities.
I think
They're gonna remember George Lucas for another 100 years. Of
I think
course.
Michio Tashio will be known for a while because he
Okay, so-
just because he does the same thing that Stephen Hawking did. Where
So
he
philosophers,
took something very, very complicated and he made it easy to learn.
philosophers is, I guess, another good.
Yeah.
good
I
thing.
think it really
All
comes down
philosophers
to
are
what John
comedians
was
now.
saying about Franklin, which is you have to make a difference for the greater good. And sure, you can be well known, but unless what you're doing is going to make a difference in the future, then you're going to be irrelevant.
So you're saying this show will not make us leave a legacy?
This show? Well, we haven't concluded, so that is yet to be determined.
Listen, I'm famous.
Yeah, I'm sure
according to my daughter.
I'm sure we're breaking ground here.
White guys in a basement talking about
For
dicks.
all of Nick's kids.
Who now don't believe in Santa Claus and are
New
crying
t-shirt line, Nick's
I
kids.
think you're famous.
and think I'm famous. They all have a deluded sense of who I am. And then I leave for 6 months at a time.
I hope your daughter plays our podcast for one of her show and tells.
Oh, yes, career day.
My dad's famous.
He couldn't be here because he's on the radio. Here it is. Fuck cunt shit.
He talks about anal sex for a living.
Where's that butt plug that we keep around here?
Oh yeah, where is that butt plug?
It's laying down next to Mitchell.
good.
It's between all these cans of Natty Light.
If we couldn't find it, then I was going to go in my room.
The look on John's face is priceless.
Hey, what do you think about that?
Speaking of which,
He was not
we're sponsored by Adam and Eve.
You want to do a commercial now?
Is it Friday already?
Yeah.
Have we mentioned Adam and Eve in the 4th season?
No, we haven't yet.
Might as well.
Dividedbyzero.podcast.com. There's a banner on the right side.
So speaking of that text that you saw on Nancy Grace or whatever the fuck her name was,
You can get a 10-inch dildo. You get half off.
or if you like the silver bullet,
Silver Bullet has 3 different speeds.
Wait a minute.
Kids
You guys
like
are
it.
endorsed by Adam and Eve?
yeah,
Yes.
Out.
So you can get a 10-inch dildo for a price of a 5-inch dildo.
that's right. Half off anything on the site. Go to dividedbyzeropodcast.com. Click on the Adam and Eve link right on the right hand side.
Fill that vag.
Use the code half off.
Yes.
Silver Bullet, 3 speeds.
Doesn't have to be a veg. I mean, you could put it in your
Pedophiles like it. Why don't you like it?
Yeah. Not,
So buy some toys, listen to our show, put some candles on.
Do all 3 at the same time.
Leave a
Masters,
legacy.
can you do a deep bass rumble into the microphone? That way you can put
Leave a legacy.
your vag up on the computer.
I was just about to leave that
Don't,
So if
don't
you're-
rip the lining of the pool.
if your headphones somehow have really high bass output, or if you're playing this on a stereo, maybe that did something for
Isn't
you.
that from a scene in Howard
Private
Stern's
Parts, yeah.
That guy's going to leave a legacy.
He did innovate radio.
I don't know if he innovated radio. I mean, he innovated a format of
He
radio.
got people to listen.
Sure.
Yeah.
Didn't you used to be really into Man Cow?
Man Cow.
Yeah,
Man
listen
Cow
to that.
Muller. That's right.
That show was a mess.
I liked it.
That's fine.
I listened to it for a really long time when it was really good.
Yeah.
Tom Likas.
Tom Likas. Yeah, he was on 97.1 in the daytime. 4 o'clock, I believe.
Yeah, something like
No,
that.
you're
36 or
talking
something.
about he's based in California, right? Mm-hmm. And he did Nights.
Was it
69
nice?
or some shit.
So you were talking about relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And is that kind of where you're going? Is, are your grandbabies going to remember your grandpa?
I don't remember anything about either of my grandfathers. So
I was alive while one of my grandfathers was on this earth, but
I
the
was
other one
alive for both
died
of them.
before I even came into fruition.
I was alive and met both of them, I guess, technically, but I don't remember anything about them.
Okay.
I don't remember them, and they're both still alive, except for one of them's dead.
What?
Your what was perfect. What?
My grandpa on my father's side looked exactly like Gimli from Lord of the Rings.
That's amazing.
Did he have the same helmet? Because that's cool.
No,
it's a cool
it's
helmet.
a weird mix between Gimli and the way Masters looks right now. But picture him like 40 years older. His beard is completely red, and he has that weird old man bald spot in the middle, but with the hair on the sides.
Can we include a picture of Gimli and Chris side by side
Side
on
by
the blog
side.
post?
We'll make that happen.
Please do.
It's the reason why I have all that red in my beard when it's summertime.
Oh, yeah?
Make your best I'm mad at Archer's face.
You'll have to toss me.
We're natural sprinters.
We're wasted over short distances.
Can we do Lord of the Rings Sunday, but then actually download the Mystery Science Theater thing to put over it.
Yes, we can do that.
I just want to watch all of the Lord of the Rings movies back to back.
We have to
in
do
one
that
go.
before The Hobbit comes out. So
They
let's
wrote-
get that done.
love
They
to.
wrote over 3,000 jokes for the Lord of the Rings and then made a copy that you can listen to the entire time during the movie. The extended
Jesus
movie.
Christ.
Their joke factory.
We might need to borrow some of John's equipment so we could sidechain the commentary in so it ducks the movie audio when they're talking.
Yeah, right.
Look at him. He's on board.
He doesn't know how to handle what's going on.
All right, where are we at? We going to overtime or what?
We are like at an hour now.
Well, we could probably talk a little bit about this new album of yours.
All right, let's do that, but let's take a break and listen to another new song called...
We're putting 3 on this track?
No, we only did one.
Well, we did one on the first break, and then we're doing one on the second break.
we're gonna put
Still
one at the
pointing
end.
at you.
Well, I know. I'm trying to figure out which one that we're gonna play based on the conversation we had before we started the show and decided that we were gonna play "Scare the Public Jokes on You."
There's a Scare the Public Jokes on You, caller number 9.
Hope you guys enjoy this 7.5-minute song.
Call us up, we'll fight about it.
Followed by 9 hours of POD.
Before me and me, but they won't fix me just yet. I have laughed when they look so clever and talk about being on the right track. That joke about leather apron gave me real fits. I am down on horse and I shan't quit ripping them till I do get buckled. Grand work the last job was. I gave the lady no time to squeal. How can they catch me now? I love my work and want to start again. You will soon hear of me with my funny little games. I saved some of the proper red stuff in the ginger beer bottle over the last job to write with. But it went thick like glue and I can't use it. Writing isn't fit enough, I hope. The next job I do, I should have clipped the lady's ears off and sent to the police officers just for gently, wouldn't you? Keep this letter back till I do a bit more work, then give it out straight. My knife's so nice and sharp, I want to get to work right away if I get a chance. Good luck. Yours truly, Jack the Ripper. Don't mind me giving the training. Wasn't good enough to boss this before I got a little red in all my hands cursing. No luck yet. They say I'm a doctor now. The joke's on you.
So welcome back from that.
Great
Oh
song.
man, like my face is melting over here.
It blew my dick off.
3 minutes in, I was like, "This is a great song," and then 7 minutes in, I was like, "That was a great song." 30 more seconds, really?
Really?
I was a little jaded. I think I've heard it live before.
Awesome.
So let's talk about this.
Okay.
What do you do here?
What do I do
What did
here?
you do?
What are you doing here?
What the hell did you do?
wrong with you?
I played the drums. I played the drums on that song, and I played the xylophone on that song. And
Your contribution to the album was, besides playing instruments?
that I wrote, helped write a lot of the songs. I produced the album. I recorded the album. I mixed the album. I took direction from the other 4 guys in the band.
It's going to be a very thin liner note, is what you're saying.
I suppose. I suppose. There may not be a damn liner note. If we don't get enough pre-orders, we're just going to have to release it digitally, as a matter of fact. I'm not joking.
How would one pre-order this?
You can go to batonfire.com, and there's click to buy or click to pre-order links all over it. You can either go to batonfire.com and go there, or you can go to andthenbloodeverywhere.com.
And Bad on Fire is the name of your band?
That is correct.
Oh, okay.
That is
What's
correct.
a band?
What?
And be specific.
Are you
What
more like a
is
band of
A
thieves?
band is a group of young men or women with divergent ambitions that have agreed to play music together. That's all a band is.
Actually, literally, like, in literature, a band of people is just a group of people.
Would you say they are trying to leave behind a legacy?
No, not this band.
I was trying to destroy Legacies.
Right. No, No, we just,
It's super reasonable. I was looking. It's like $10 for the album plus shipping, right?
so it's like $12. It's
totally
like $12.
worth it.
Jack the Ripper. We do concept albums. It's a lot of work, a lot of research, a lot of heavy lifting on my end. And
I know my sister's already bought it. Ordered it,
right.
And I will be. I was just waiting to be paid.
Right. Oh, dude, you don't have to explain to me. No, yeah, we're doing the pre-order thing because we don't make a whole lot of money, and so we're trying to get up to 50 pre-orders before we actually give the manufacturer the go-ahead to approve the artwork and make all the stuff.
Press all the discs.
Yeah, so we have until January 15th basically to get 50 pre-orders, and I think. I don't know what we're at right now, but it's not 50. So
When this comes
So
up,
if
you'll have
you-
about a month.
If you pre-order that album, let us know and you'll earn a badge.
a badge,
Yeah.
a badge of courage,
Yeah.
a
We
red
have,
badge of courage.
We have a Scouts affiliated with, so you can earn.
I like
you
that.
can earn merit badges.
You earn your Bat on Fire merit badge.
And we have not mentioned it yet, but that badge will be part of the ultimate goal to win a ridiculously good prize at the
Yes.
end of the season.
Chris Masters masterminded this one.
Yes.
Ooh, I didn't know. Are we gonna have sex with them?
Pretty good. Pretty.
No, I said a good prize.
Yeah,
It's gonna be like quintuple anal.
I was gonna say, I'm not that good at sex.
It's okay.
I'm not that good at anal.
As long as you can squeeze your dick in between everybody
Basically, what I'm
else's.
saying is if you want an opportunity to get a lot of good stuff, pre-order that album and show us proof.
Right on. Well, thanks for encouraging that. I appreciate it.
Seriously, a lot of butt stuff.
I am excited to hear the thing finished. I've seen you guys live several times, and I've heard, probably a good portion of the album, but
Yeah,
I haven't heard it
We've-
finalized.
we played there's an intro song. There's 11 tracks on the album, and one of them's an intro, and then we do a lot of our concept albums as like a 3-act play. That's kind of how we arrange things, and so there's an intro and an intermission, so there's 9 actual songs on the album, and we've performed 7 of them live, so
Yeah.
there's only 2 on there that are
So
they're
there's
still hidden. And one of them is over 13 minutes long.
nice. I love long songs.
Yeah, okay. I hope you love this one.
I actually only love good long songs.
Well, yeah. But I mean, like something like Godspeed, You Black Emperor, I can totally get into. Like 23 minutes of just like ambient music.
I just
And it's great.
I remember being a kid and it a gotta Davida, man. It's 17 minutes. People, like my buddies, you gotta hear it 17 minutes long. I'm like, it's like 15 minutes of garbage.
Yeah, isn't it,
It's
I gotta get to work.
Yeah,
isn't it just like a bass
ridiculous.
line that's a measure long for 15 minutes?
I went to go see Peter Frampton with my parents, and they played "Do You."
Do you feel?
for like 30 minutes, and I was like, "No, what's happening here? Like, are we all on? Are we supposed to be on
See,
drugs?"
that's
Yes.
how I feel about all of like the Satriani stuff. I'm just like, oh, fucking play something. Is it just 11 minutes of you not feeling a single note at all?
That was one of the last straws for Smashing Pumpkins for me. I saw them live, and I didn't know they were a jam band.
I didn't know that they were a jam band either.
Live they are, apparently.
I saw them at the Fillmore in October, and they played for about 2.5 hours.
Damn.
And I left about an hour and a half or an hour and 45 into it after they played one song that I knew, and I was like,
Whoa.
all right, I can't wait. I can't wait
Nice.
anymore. They were playing a bunch of new material and stuff.
Was it even a good song or was it?
No, it was Cherub Rock, and it was like 20 BPM faster than that's beats per minute for you late people. It was faster. It was like Billy trying probably just let's get through this goddamn thing so I can play the new material that gets my dick hard.
I haven't seen Between the Buried and Me yet, but the only band that I've seen
I have.
that to pull off like the 30-minute song is Mars Volta.
I saw Between the Buried and Me. And I know you're big fans, but I saw them twice now. I saw them out in Grand Rapids, and then I saw them at the Crowfoot, and I was kind of, so you can play it while you're standing there. All right, cool. Right on. I don't know, man. They just didn't
You're
really put
focusing
on.
on the wrong half of that statement.
No,
the first half is the emphasis.
What
That
you're,
they can
you're
play
playing it?
that.
Yeah.
You can play
you should
that.
be able to play it. If you put it on the record, you should be able to play it.
Yeah, but so many people don't.
I know. Oh, so now we have to appreciate real music. Man, you don't understand, guys. These are real musicians. These guys actually know what they're doing.
Fuck showman.
They actually did this.
This ain't your daddy's Britney Spears. These are musicians, man.
I mean, in this day and age, that's what it's come down to.
Oh, you're better than that.
No
argument.
auto tune.
You're so better than that argument. No.
That argument is the same as it's 2012. We should be over this.
No, I don't know. That's
We're not in high school anymore.
Why should it be such an amazing experience to go to a concert and see people actually playing their instruments and actually singing and not using backing
Because
tracks?
it doesn't happen
No,
anymore.
no. I mean, now we're kind of watering it down. It's for people who aren't familiar with that band. They
No, it's
play
very
at
technical.
a technical level that is admirable.
It's almost unmatched in like the landscape of popular music.
It's like Dream Theater. It's like if Dream Theater had kids.
There you go.
You know, so
Can we,
it's like
can we
okay,
use
cool.
Liquid Tension Experiment instead?
No, I mean we can use
It's the
Event
same
Sevenfold
band, I
instead.
just
What
don't like
other
that.
Mike Portnoy band do you want to use?
Well, Liquid Tension Experiment is Dream Theater.
Right. Mike Portnoy was Dream Theater until he left, and then tried to come back, and they're like, no, "That's okay, dude." No problem." We got Mike Mangini now. He's a clinician. I don't know if you know this guy.
He's really good at doing nails.
Yeah, he's fast as hell. Yeah, so I played drums.
Good answer. Good answer.
I played the drums.
You are a very showy
He
drummer,
actually played those.
and you're
drums.
very fun to watch on stage.
I'm not even kidding. I think I'm gonna do a lot of busking this year.
I don't know what that
You
is.
familiar with busking?
No idea.
It's a street performance.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that like on the buckets?
No, I'll take my drums.
Okay.
I looked up the busking laws, and basically the laws are don't impede traffic, pedestrian or vehicular.
Okay.
And you're not allowed to use anything to amplify your instrument. You're not allowed to use a device that's powered amp. So it's like I play the drums. You're
Yeah.
fucked. You're
Those are-
done.
those are
I hit
loud as
hard.
shit.
Yeah. So I'll take my drums out. You know, when the Tigers play or whatever, just go downtown.
It is nice walking down
Set
the
my
street.
drums up.
Before a Tigers game, there's a guy who plays saxophone all the time, and it just like fills these streets.
See,
it sounds
there you go.
One of our friends, the Violin Monster, is well known in the Ann Arbor area for playing violin on the streets.
With a werewolf mask.
Can
Awesome.
I play piano next to you, but not plugged in?
If you got it upright and you feel like trucking it down,
piano.
Yeah, but
No, I want to use the
Yeah, but I'm not helping
You wanna
you.
use
He
what
Gary.
plays a
Piano?
synthesizer acoustically.
you want to use what piano?
that one.
See, that has speakers in it.
No, I'm not gonna plug it in. I'm just
Oh.
gonna pretend like
You're
I'm
just
playing.
gonna touch it, right? Just imagine what the music sounds like, guys. It goes along great to that
Yeah,
beat.
I'm gonna play along with you too.
That reminds me of that Guitar Hero episode of South Park where the guy is playing.
Yeah.
Just the nothing. Oh, I love this song. That's so funny.
Carry on my wayward
But all you're hearing is the.
Just the clicks of the plastic.
Oh, I love this song.
Awesome.
So batonfire.com.
Batonfire.com.
Where else can people find you? I know you're on Twitter.
Yeah, we're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. We're on
Well,
Sonic
we're talking about
Vids.
you specifically.
You specifically.
Where can people find me?
Yeah.
In my studio, making music.
At John K.
Stu Studio. That's right.
Stu Studio on Facebook.
Oh, yeah, you can promote that too.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I just like keeping things real. I like helping people make their music better for them. I started recording because people couldn't do that for me until I paid them a lot of money, and I didn't have a lot of money when I had a band, and I was paying hacks to make my music sound worse than it did in my head.
I did that.
Yeah. What? Paid me?
You destroyed
No.
music.
Although I don't know. I wasn't in charge of the money back then, but I know we had you on for some gigs.
Yeah. Well, what? Mixing?
for live mixes.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if you ended up getting paid for.
Oh, I got paid.
Okay, good. So I paid
Actually,
you.
actually, when Frankie, when your drummer had his seizure, and I had to fill in for you guys, I did it for 2 shows in a weekend, just last minute, and I just did it to help my buddies out. And at the end of the night, Ed, your guitarist, he starts giving me money. I'm like, no. He's like, no, we're paying you. You did a job, man. We're paying you. I'm like, all right, cool.
Those are fun shows.
Yes, they were.
The first one more than the second one.
Yeah, bigger crowd. Yeah. We played in front of like 500 people at a venue on the first night, and then the second night we played at a bar
Stuffed in a corner.
At some Irish bar out in Roseville,
Like 14 people.
where the waitresses wear boy shorts and stuff, and it's like, oh my god, I'm playing here.
So you're not why people are there.
No, I don't know. I don't think I'm why people are anywhere.
You're why we're here.
Nobody comes to see me play.
I don't know about that.
Nobody comes to see me play. If people came to see me play, there'd have been a lot more people at Eeks shows. Like, you know what I mean? Like another band I used to be in. I don't think people come to see me play. I think people come to see the other people in the band.
What about PTs? Is that still a thing?
Nobody. Yeah, that's happening. This punk band I play in, PT's Revenge. We're playing actually on this thing called Black Christmas, which is at
African American Christmas.
I'm sorry.
German Christmas.
Correct. Kenyan Christmas. No, it's called Black Christmas. It's at the Majestic Complex in downtown Detroit. So it's Majestic Theater, Magic Stick Lounge, the Garden Bowl. Yeah, the Garden Bowl, yeah. It's like 27 bands scattered throughout, and it's got like Suicide Machines, Mustard Plug, Coffin Cats, Few and Far Between, PT's
Do we have time
Revenge.
to talk about this kind of a show?
Really?
What do you mean? Do we have time?
Well, I don't know if anyone's got to get out of here.
We only need to keep this under 2 hours. So
It's a big show. It's a big old show.
Now, I personally, if there's more than 4 bands on a bill, I don't want anything to do. I don't want to be there.
This is a different thing, though. This is.
It's multiple venues, so that helps.
It's all in the same.
Setup.
Yeah, it's kind of an indoor. It's like an indoor mini festival.
Yeah.
Okay. The biggest thing is what you have to see. What you have to understand is.
what is that character?
It's
was
late.
Mike Tyson.
That's late. It's Mike Tyson and not Don Cheadle.
I thought you were going.
Tim Meadows as the ladies' man.
Ooh, a lady.
Who had a bit? Ooh, it's a lady. No, what you have to understand is during the holiday season in the Metro Detroit area, all these old punk bands will do a reunion show, and they'll get. They'll book some bands that they're friends with or whatever, and they'll do this show. Well, a lot of them, these are bands that a bunch of the same people, like maybe there's 6 different shows, and a lot of the same people want to go see all 6 of these bands. Well, a few of them are all playing on the same night, so some bands, it hurts the draw at other shows. So it's like, okay, well, why don't we just put it all together so everybody can just hang out at the same place all night and see all the bands they want to see at once?
Yeah, but we sort of had that experience at the Crowfoot's Creepy Cheapy, which is a great show.
That was awesome.
But, I had to leave halfway through group therapy set to make your set.
Well, that's okay. You are the exception to the rule. There aren't a whole lot of people that are trying to choose between 2 bands that nobody knows. All right. Man, I got to see this band I don't know, but there's other band I don't know is about to play. I don't know what to do. You're friends with the guys in the band, so that experience is a little unique for you, but. For a lot of people, they don't even know who these bands are. The Creepy Cheapy is this thing where everybody, a bunch of different bands play at this complex, and they all dress up as and perform as this other band in tribute. So we did Huey Lewis and the News this year, and Group Therapy, who you mentioned, did Deftones.
I'll put a link to your guys' Huey Lewis set in the show notes.
Please don't.
No, okay.
Yeah,
I will not put a link to that.
Please don't. It's
Nobody Google it.
yeah.
You cannot find that.
You can't find it. You can't find Bad on Fire's Huey Lewis in the News anywhere. Nobody made a video of that. Anyway,
YouTube.com.
have you watched that?
I have.
Have you seen it? And
saw the whole thing.
And you think other people should look at it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, fine then. What do I know? I'm just in the band. I have no perception of what it looks like on the other side. I have no perception. I drum myself into a job. I would love to just write the music and get a bunch of people to do it and just watch other people's reaction to it.
Oh yeah, the Ben Folds 5 fantasy.
Oh, is that what?
He wanted to write music, and then nobody would play it, so he had to.
Yeah.
It was the same exact plot line of Coyote Ugly.
That's really funny.
Everyone wants to rip off that movie.
No, but this thing though it's actually kind of cool because this punk rock Christmas show thing is really cool because really a lot of these bands all knew each other or know each other and we would play shows together back in the day and we share a lot of the same fans. So there's within 3 hours of posting the event online, there were already over 300 attending RSVPs, and there's like 450 now. And I don't know. I know that doesn't necessarily mean anything, but I've never seen that, and I've created a lot of events online and promoted a bunch of shows. So to have over 400 people be like, oh, and the response from everybody is, oh my God, this show is it's gonna be awesome. This band and that band and blort.
That was a jerk off motion, before
Right.
Lord.
Yep. So
We do the same thing whenever we get new Libsyn updates. We just masturbate on the computer.
yeah.
What, 80,000?
So
But there's no love in it. It's like a chore.
Thanks for listening.
After 30,000, I was just shooting blanks.
awesome.
You again.
Chick my dick, do it.
So what day is that show?
The punk show is the 28th, which is actually it's 3 weeks from today.
So we might never get to that.
Might never ever get to it.
Yeah.
You may never get to it.
Hopefully not.
You may never make it to the 28th. Why? Because the world's gonna end.
I wish. I know it's not like nothing's gonna happen, but I really wish that we have like catastrophic.
I just can't wait for all the almost world endings that happen. Like, oh shit, there's a tornado.
You know what's funny though is that even if let's just say that the world will end, and it's like the apocalypse and Armageddon, whatever it is, there's still gonna be every motherfucking idiot with their goddamn cell phone videotaping it.
Yeah.
Like, oh look,
Can't wait to remember this.
I can't wait to put this on YouTube later because there is gonna be a later. Life tourists.
You can upload instantly.
I was at Lamb of God. Much to your chagrin, I ended up making it.
I know that. I'm glad that you went to the show.
I'm not. Okay. I went. I'm glad that I went and that my night wasn't ruined or whatever, but my night was kind of ruined. The drummer, security had to be on alert because I guess the drummer has a stalker. Chris Sadler, the drummer of Lamb of God, has a stalker who's going to shows and threatening to kill him. And so they had her picture and she was on alert. They were on alert for her. So I don't know if that was screwing him up mentally, but he played sloppy as hell.
Ooh.
It was really bad. To the point, do you know a gentleman named Steve Biondo?
No.
He used to front a band called Bury Your Burden. Anyway, he's the one who came up and picked me up when we went to the show. We got there just as they were about to take the stage. And I'll get to the point of the story, why I even brought it up. But no, he was just awful sloppy, and to the point where Steve's a seasoned musician. I turn to him, and I'm looking at him. He's giving me the same look, like, are we hearing this same thing? This drummer's supposed to be really fucking good. Like, what the hell is going on? His feet were just nasty off. And
see, that's what he's most known for too.
Yeah,
this is my point.
I'd say that's the most defining thing about it.
This is my point. It was not good. To the point where you could even see the guitarist like looking at him, like trying to find the timing because he's speeding up and slowing down.
You know what though? I bet you're talking about Mark because I read. I follow Mark Morton, their lead guitar player, on Twitter, and someone asked him like, "Hey, how'd you feel about that show tonight?" And he said, "I'd give myself a C at best."
Good. Okay. See, So they had an off night in Detroit.
Yeah.
But that's fine because the off nights in Detroit happen a lot because Detroit crowds are shite.
Yeah, they're rough.
For the most part.
They're fucking awful. I went and saw Neon Trees at the Majestic Theater. Yeah, they're good. Want to fight about it?
Call in.
It was look cool.
Want to fight about it?
How much you bench? So I went and saw them, and the singer's like he's trying to go through the back door and get and
Yeah, I bet he is.
he's trying to come through the back door in their heads and be like, hey, it's okay for you to move around and have a good time. Let's start moving around and having a good time. He's a pop star or whatever. They're not having it. Detroit, I feel like everyone in Detroit looks over their shoulder to see if their friend is having a good time so that they're allowed to have a good
There's
time.
very little self-identity.
Detroit is the ultimate, like, arms crossed, legs spread to shoulder length, like, just stare
We're better than
forward
this.
with, like, a flat, stoic look on your face. Like,
I hate Kid
impress
Rock
me.
until he comes to town. Like fucking full. It's just full of haters.
It
It's
is.
just
No, it
so
is.
full of haters.
And that's
I
why-
hate success until it comes to town. Then I buy the merchandise.
And that's what I like about Jack White, who even like published a press report talking about like I had to leave Detroit. It's just toxic, and everyone hates on him for it.
Yeah,
but
the
it's
USA
like, you know what?
Today article. The headline was Jack White leaves, quote, super negative, end quote, Detroit.
Yeah.
Super negative was hyphenated.
Wow.
He made that a word. It was just so super negative, man. Like a superlative. But I read that article. I'm like, yeah, you're absolutely right. Because everybody wants to hate on you when you're doing something good. And then you leave and you get this big top #1 single or
It's-
whatever. And then you come back and it's, oh, he's from Detroit, man. Represent. Fuck.
They don't even want to hate on you for doing something good. They want to hate on you for getting more recognition than they're getting.
Yeah, everybody wants to put their kindergarten drawings up on the fucking fridge.
That's what it
know
is.
I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
everybody
I-
wants to leave some kind of legacy behind.
Everybody wants to leave this legacy.
Full circle.
They all want to leave a
What's
legacy.
up with that shit?
But some people don't realize that instead of trying to leave their legacy in music, they're better suited to be leaving their legacy in the drywalling industry or something. Or like,
Whoa, you just got burned.
what do you do drywall? I thought you just painted it.
Drywall and painting, yeah.
I thought you just painted or some shit.
Podcast, I do.
I thought you just painted the drywall after it was put up.
Some bullshit like that.
I thought you just folded clothes or something.
I thought you just hand washed underwear in sinks.
It's okay if anybody needs me.
If anybody needs me, it's
Paint master.
Tyler Marconi will paint and drywall your house.
Taylor Mayflower.
No, but seriously, no, but I want to tell you that I personally appreciate you not trying to get on stage and play an instrument. If what you're really, really good at is painting and drywalling, fucking do that. Like,
He's
do
also
that. I need that.
He's also really good at instruments.
I don't know how to paint and drywall. I mean, I can kinda
I can
paint.
play instruments too, John.
I
Fuck
know.
you.
But you gave up the xylophone and marimba.
Gave up the dream.
You fucking gave up the dream. Oh, they're
And
they're
he
$2,700.
I still write songs for the show.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure your mom loves it. So that's the
She
one.
told me she can't listen to the show anymore.
That's the one thing.
That does
too,
not
is
shock
like,
me.
It's like, oh, your mom. Oh, honey, I think your music's great. You're my fucking mom. Of course you think it's great. You could look in the toilet after I drop a deuce and go, oh, that's the most beautiful poop I've ever seen. You're going to love everything that I do. Doesn't mean I need to hang my kindergarten
So we
drawings up.
ended season 3 with the roast of Nicholas. We are starting season 4 with the roast of Tyler.
Have fun in your empty clubs.
Well, when I'm not, see, that's the thing too, is we're not
Good
even
luck
doing any
getting
shows. We're not doing any fucking shows. So it's like, who cares?
Let's just drink.
Here,
Story of my life.
We calling this quits?
Yeah, let's play one more.
One more
Another
song?
Band on Fire
Yeah.
song?
One more song and then end of the thing.
And then end.
So this one has been played on 89X before.
No one knows who that is.
It is a Canadian local station, and I assume you're talking about the Homeboy Show.
I
where
am
they play
talking about
local
that,
music.
Yeah. CIMX, Windsor, Detroit. They broke us as a band. They the first to play us on radio. So
Ooh, hey.
yeah. But the
We were
version,
actually trying to get a job on that station.
the version you'll have is new. I after everything was recorded, I re-recorded the drums for a few songs on the album, and this is one of them. It's track 5.
And I mostly do painting.
Hey,
It's less than, and I don't even do most of the painting.
Just tell him to go fuck himself.
I have other people do the painting for me,
this is not.
He's
and
he's
I don't
a-
do that much drywall.
He's like
it's
an
like
Edison.
less than 8%.
He's like an Edison. He lets other people do the work, and then he just gets the money for it.
Yeah,
I came up with drywalling as just a random thing.
it's a random mean thing.
It could have been roofing. It could have been what you're best at is flair bartending.
I play piano.
Oh no, you're getting him on every single one
I used to be a bartender.
on a cruise ship.
Why do you just go with the safe one like fire dancer or something?
What are you going to shit on next, bus boys?
It's a good thing you settled.
Maybe you like to
I worked
shred,
at Wendy's
maybe
for
you
2
like to
weeks.
shred documents or something.
It's a good thing you sell for being on an internet radio show because you couldn't make it on a broadcast radio station.
You know that's funny too. Is I keep getting asked. There's a couple internet radio conglomerates around here. They're like, dude, we want you to come host the show. We want you to come. Who the fuck wants to listen to me? Who wants to listen to me talk?
Quit selling yourself short.
No, it's not even.
Now you're making fun of all of us.
Yeah, you're gonna alienate our fans.
The 2,000 people who are going to download this
You're the
episode.
worst guest.
We're gonna play a song, but nobody wants to listen to it. Go pre-order the CD, but you don't want to hear it.
All right, so
Don't listen
Sorry,
to
I
that.
play piano for my friends.
That's right.
let's finish off this episode the right way. For all you people who don't listen to things on the internet, who have no interest in John,
You're talking to nobody right now.
here's
Please go to Adam and Eve so I don't have to do drywall anymore. Or Target.com or fucking whatever else there is. Who else sponsors us now?
Audible,
Audible.com.
Stitcher, Target.
So John will be so mad at me.
here's track 5
Bodies a mountain.
and blood everywhere.
This is what I testify. The horrible smell of a September morn. A routine repair by my knife. A sign I will take to the dirt that's for
Chances We Take by John Kay et al. Legacy. Forever remembered. Mold. Shape. Create. Discover your life's task and achieve it. Destiny.
Beautiful.
Easiest thing I've done.
We do that every week.
That was real pretty.
It was real pretty.
Get up, go, yo, woo!
This podcast is part of the Bobo Broadcasting Network. For this and other great shows, head to bobobroadcasting.com.